all fans of Divergent have been holding on to like every morsel of news that comes our way. And the stills have been slowly released by Summit.
Yeah, slowly.
One of my favorite stills. I'm pulling this open.
Pull it open. Oh my God,
you.
really? The one where I look like a man? Yeah.
So you are doing the aptitude test.
I am.
On Tris. Describe this scene for us.
Well, that dude on the left is me. And, you know, it's interesting because the first time we see Tori, you know, Shay's character walks into this room, and Tori is one of the only characters in the film that's really styled. You know, she's dauntless, and she's been dauntless for a minute.
Yeah.
So she knows who she is. She is like a woman, and she is like in it. So she's got dreads and piercings and tattoos, and that is who she is. So the first time you see her, you're gonna be like, whoa, who is that person? She's kind of a little bit of a force.
So what was the transformation like for you? I mean, were you just the first one on set, last one to leave?
Kind of. It's kind of one of those things. Like, but I had this genius hairdresser who does Johnny Depp's hair. She does all that.
Oh,
all that texture that he does for the Pirates movies and stuff. So she did me for this, and I basically said, that texture you do for him, do it. And because she's such an expert and has done his hair for a million years, she was like,
easy peasy.
I mean, we had a conversation, and in 3 seconds my hair was done. I was like,
transformed.
Wow. Yeah, genius, pro.
So for anyone who isn't familiar with the book, I don't know what you're doing, read the books.
Yeah, what's happening?
What is the importance behind the aptitude test?
Very important. The aptitude test is the first sort of, not even inkling, is the bona fide sort of solid proof that they have, faction leaders, of where you belong in society. And that's very important to them because you have to belong somewhere. You have to fit in a compartment.
Right.
Because otherwise they can't control you. Scary metaphor for what happens today in a less overt way. But, you know, that's sort of what initially puts you in a category. And, you know, and what's scary for Shailene's character is that right off the bat, she didn't fit in a category. And that was something that Tori tries to hide for her from the beginning because she knows what that means. Yeah.
Well, you were a friend to her.
Yes,
Thank goodness you were doing the
I'm
test.
an older friend.
So you've definitely done a ton of stunt work before.
I have, yes.
You're actually really an amateur at it. Was there anything unique that you had to do training-wise for this movie?
I did nothing for this movie. I don't do action in this movie.
It was all acting, right?
It's all acting. The second one, at the end of the first book, as you know, we're building into a civil war. So a war begins in the second one, and so there will be a lot of action in the second one. But for the first one, for me, it's just establishing Tori, her relationship with Tris, and that's it. We go from there.
And what have you heard about this second movie, Insurgent?
Well, you know, same fingers crossed, you know, the people will like this one, and we'll have that opportunity.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And one last thing, one word to describe all of this Comic-Con with the fans.
I haven't been outside yet, but this is one of the longest press lines I've ever, you know, I feel like I've ran a marathon.
This is your workout, right?
This is my workout.
You trained
I'm going to get to the panel and be like, exhausted. Comic-Con's always fun, a pleasure, and the fans that come out to support, they're everything. They're everything. I mean, how can you not love them for that? So I feel grateful.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.